to Talking Supply Chain. In each episode, top supply chain industry professionals and the nation's top thought leaders join host Brian Strait and share their unique insights to help supply chain managers stay one step ahead of their competition. This is Talking Supply Chain.
Have you ever been frustrated by an appliance delivery that just didn't go right? Did the provider give you a delivery window of between 9 a.m. and 4 p.m. only to see them arrive at 7:30 that night? It's happened to me, and it's probably happened to you. And but it's likely that part of the problem that results in this is the tech stack that governs the deliveries. Hello, and welcome to this episode of Talking Supply Chain. I'm your host, Brian Strait, and today we're going to talk about that tech stack and how important it is to last mile deliveries. I'm being joined today by a guest. He's the IT product lead at the Hub Group, but I don't want to mess up his name. I want to be fair to him. So I'm going to let our guest introduce himself to you guys. So, our guest, please introduce yourself.
Oh, first of all, thank you so much, Brian. I'm Srinivas Chakravaram, and you can call me Srini. It's a pleasure to be here, and I have a deep passion for product management, backed by over 14 years of experience in different industry. My journey started with a strong educational foundation, earning my master degree in business administration and master's in computer application in India. And I started my career with finance sector, and currently I'm proud to lead the products of final mile appliances and final mile big and bulky goods divisions at Hub Group. Hub Group in Oak Brook office, Illinois State corporate office. It's a corporate office basically. I manage IT products and services for a significant $470 million business line at Hub Group, uh, driving strategic initiatives like application rationalization to streamline the applications of supply chain, and also basically the main part of final mile delivery sector.
Yep.
So before joining Hub Group, Brian, I had the opportunity to serve as product manager and senior business analyst at Geodis. There, I led several successful projects that significantly improved operational efficiency and customer engagement. And the next and the most excited or exciting part in my career is the rewarding experience. I can say that is co-founding a technology startup all by my own. It is a bootstrap startup. It's called as Yolabs Private Limited in India. And there we were focused on developing mobile and web applications on various small and medium enterprises.
Great.
Additionally, I ventured into supply and logistics domain by co-founding a cloud kitchen in 2018. So here I got an opportunity to deep dive into supply chain and logistics domain especially. So we used to manage corporate cafeterias for clients through this cloud kitchen called as FUV Merchandising Private Limited, and our clients were Amazon, Hexagon, Emphasis, even JDA, and there are few other corporates. The good part is within just few months, our startup achieved a turnover, or we can say revenue, of over 2.5 million Indian rupees. It's not dollars, by the way. It's an Indian rupees. And this experience not only broadened my expertise, but also deepened my passion for logistics and supply chain products.
Great.
And I can say my career has been centered around putting the user first, using data to guide decisions, and continuously striving into improvement. When I'm at work, I love keeping up with industry trends and driving into new technologies that can boost retail, e-commerce, logistics, and supply chain processes. Yeah, that's about a bit background about my entrepreneur journey and corporate experience in my supply chain logistics
Yeah.
domain, Brian.
Well, great. I mean, it's so great to be here. It's for you to be here, I should say. I'm here all the time, right? That you're joining me, so it's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna jump into the importance and kind of leverage some of your background here and talk about the importance of building and maintaining last mile tech stack in your businesses. So, to get started with it a little bit, last mile delivery, as we all know, whether that's a small package, it can be a refrigerator or a sofa, sectional
Uh-huh.
sofa, for instance.
Yes.
It's a very complicated business, and there are
Yes.
some businesses out there do much better at it than others. But as all of us as consumers have learned, not everybody is good at this. So, can you kind of get started for a little bit? Talk for just a little bit about some of the challenges that providers face when it comes to scheduling and completing those last mile deliveries, especially I think because we're spending a lot of our focus today, especially on the big and bulky goods
Yeah,
part of this, which is much more complicated, I think, than the Amazon package that's delivered to you. So,
that's true. Uh, Certainly, Brian. The last mile delivery and installations of big and bulky goods are surely a complex one, such as like refrigerator, any commercial hand sink or sofas, just as you mentioned, are possesses several realistic challenges. Uh, I can begin with very firstly the schedule precision. So customer expect precise delivery windows to avoid disruption. But coordinating these windows with optimized delivery routes is challenging because of traffic, weather condition, and unforeseen delays. These are all can impact the scheduling and leading to potential dissatisfaction. And apart from this first challenge, which I just mentioned, schedule precision, the next challenge, which I can say, is installation requirement. This is also pretty important because many large items needs to be installed or assembled upon delivery. These required a skilled technician at all location where any last mile service provider offers last mile services. Uh, like for example, to start with US or Canada, it's quite a big countries, right? So getting a right technician at every zip code or geolocation, it's pretty complex. So that's the second challenging thing which I would like to mention here. So ensuring these technicians are available alongside the delivery schedule adds another layer of complexity. And apart from this installation requirement and scheduling precision, the next challenge I can see is reserve logistics. This is also more complex, like handling returns or exchanges for large items require an efficient process of manage pickups. Again, we have to do inspections and even uh, restocking or disposals. So these are the top things. And one more point I would like to add over here is communications and coordination. So this is also pretty crucial and important. Effective communication with end customers is really vital. So they need to kept informed of delivery times and any changes, managing last mile rescheduling requests or addressing issues that arise during delivery can be a challenging. But end of the day, it is essential for maintaining customer satisfaction, right? So yeah, these are the top challenges which I can call out, Brian.
yeah, you mentioned like installation when installation is involved. So, I mean, that could be something like setting up a gas stove or installing a TV, installing the
Yeah.
refrigerator, assembling a sofa sectional, right? I mean, I had a delivery guy that had to do that, and they had to bring it in through the window because they couldn't get it in through the door. But they seem to be like, really adept at doing that and understanding. No, no, we'll just take the window out. It's like I told them I didn't even know the window came out. Like, but they seem to know that.
Yeah.
So when installation is part of this process, and that can take time as well. How much complexity does that actually add to this process? Is that is it just simply a matter of making sure you're finding the right delivery provider that can provide this service? But are there other complications? I mean, depending on how long the delivery takes and the installation takes.
Yeah, absolutely, Brian. So when an installation is involved, it definitely adds a layer of complexity for sure, no doubt in it. But for example, I can state like setting up a gas stove or TV or even assembling a sofa require not just delivery, but also skilled technician to ensure everything is installed correctly and safely, right? That's what the
Yeah.
important point which we need to consider in final mile delivery services. So moreover, installation can take varying amounts of time depending on the complexities of the task, which can affect the scheduling of subsequent deliveries. Like for example, or for instance, if we are installing a refrigerator and our ISP or technician or drivers in short arrives on the site and realize that oh, additional plumbing or electric work is needed or specific parts are required. So this will extend the installation time and this in turn impact the other scheduled deliveries because when our routers start or our drivers start from warehouse, we gave them an option to okay, today your goal is to install so many TVs or refrigerator in different stops. So this will directly impact them because in one stop they realize that plumbing or electric work is needed. And from a day-to-day operational perspective, there are kinds of complexities that our last mile delivery providers must manage on the technology side. Accurate billing is also crucial. We need to capture every proof of delivery and service details to ensure correct invoicing and avoid discrepancies. Whether we are billing the customer or settling payments with our technicians or independent service provider, these challenges underscore the importance of having a robust technology stack for sure, Brian, and reliable applications to manage last mile delivery, definitely for sure. And thus technology help any last mile providers to handle these variables and maintain a high level of service despite the complexities, Brian.
Yep. So, I mean, there was a lot there that obviously can make any delivery go wrong, or not necessarily your delivery go wrong, but the next delivery to go wrong, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's actually a
Okay.
big challenge.
So,
Hmm.
and companies are trying to address this, and they're really turning to technology, right? And this is kind of where we get into your expertise here. So, what types of technologies, are there applications or other systems that these providers should be looking at to address these types of issues? What is out there? Where should their focus be?
Yeah, that's a great question. So to tackle these challenges in the last mile delivery, we rely on variety of technologies and system brand. Some of the technologies, or rather, I can say applications, are the first one which are coming in my mind is route optimization software. So this is pretty much important because this helps us to plan the most efficient delivery routes, taking into account factors like geolocations, addresses, or zip codes, or delivery windows. So it ensures our deliveries are timely and fuel efficient. Also, it reduce delay and the costs associated with the specific delivery. And apart from routing optimization software, the next which I can mention is real-time tracking system. This is also pretty important because these allow both final mile providers and even the end customer to track the delivery status in real time. So customers, as and when they purchase any specific product, they always wants to check what exactly the status is all about, right? So customer will definitely appreciate the transparency, and it will help us to manage any unforeseen delays more effectively through this real-time tracking system.
Yeah.
And after real-time tracking system, the another important tool I can say is scheduling platforms. These are also crucial for coordinating deliveries and installation schedules. They help us manage our drivers, ISPs. ISPs are nothing but independent service providers or technicians availability, and ensure that all tasks are aligned without any conflicts. That's about the scheduling platform. And the next one, I can say customer communication tool. Why? Because effective customer communication is really key here. So there are tools available in the market like automated message systems which keeps customer informed about their delivery status, any change or expected arrive times. So this help manage customers' expectations and improve satisfaction.
I think that that last one, that customer communication tool, companies have gotten better and better about this. But I had a recent episode where I had a communication from the company that said, "Hey, your guy is on the way. He'll be there in 20 minutes." And 45 minutes later, I hadn't heard from him. And then I got a phone call basically saying, "Hey, your guy's going to be within the next half hour." Like I thought he was going to be here 20 minutes from now. So there's still work to be done there. But I think companies in general are getting better with the communication part of this to customers.
Yeah, to add on to your point, as you're talking about customer communication, and you were saying that some person is calling to you on mobile. The next is, I can say, the next application is about the customer communication through a mobile application and technicians. So mobile application for technicians is also pretty important as an important tool because this is quite an interesting capability in the last mile delivery business, Brian, because there are so many third-party applications available in the market that last mile providers use across the industry. Like here, ISPs, and technicians use mobile apps to get detailed instructions, report status, and capture proof of delivery. And these apps are also help manage any on-site issues quickly. And the next, of course, the most important tool I would like to highlight over here is, which we should not forget, that is billing and invoicing system, because accurate billing is really essential in the entire final mile business, especially when additional services or parts are required during an installation. So these systems ensure that through this mobile app they captured all those services which has been additionally performed during installation, and that every service is captured and billed correctly, reducing discrepancies. And yeah, that's about the key tech stack I can share, Brian. Yeah.
Yeah. I the next question I have, I have to ask this question because I don't think in 2024 we can have a conversation about anything without asking about artificial intelligence.
Oh
So,
wow.
is there a role for AI in this space right now? Is it a helpful technology to incorporate?
That's a great question, Brian. uh, AI is going to make a big impact in the entire supply chain and logistic domain. So, in the last mile final business, we can use it selectively to tackle specific challenges efficiently, Brian.
Yeah.
So, there are several AI-driven products that helps to optimize routes, predict delays, and improve demand forecasting. Uh, I can just quote an instance like a chatbot powered by AI can handle customer inquiries, providing instant support, and which can help freeing up human agents to focus on more complex issues rather than any small task where AI can handle.
Yeah.
And here the good part is, or the important part is, machine learning helps continuously refine processes by analyzing data from past deliveries to identify patterns and areas of improvement. Additionally, I think AI can also enhance inventory management by predicting stock levels based on historical data and market trends. So this ensuring just to ensure that we have the right parts available when as and when it's needed through inventory management. And here there are parts basically one which are used during installation, because you can ask me like in final mile why the inventory management will come. Of course, because in the installation there are so many parts or small items which we use during installation. So yes, we do need inventory management system. Of course, AI can help in that, predicting, forecasting the stock levels. Overall, there is a lot to explore in artificial intelligence, and but selecting the right use case for AI implementation is important, Brian.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's true. I've had that so many conversations about that. It's like, don't deploy AI just for the sake of saying you deployed AI. Deploy it in an area that makes sense, right? And
Yeah,
it's a
that's
use case
true.
that is user, and you're going to get a benefit from it.
Mm,
Because if you deploy it in the wrong area, you're going to say, well, this stuff's not good. I'm not going to do it, and you're going to fall behind in other areas of your business. You know.
yeah, true.
So, I want to ask you. I think you used this term earlier, but we hear this a lot, and I want myself included, but our audience to get a good understanding that when we talk about a robust tech stack,
Hmm.
you've mentioned a lot of technologies, but can you just
Yeah,
tell us what exactly is a robust tech stack? What's incorporated? What makes up that?
yeah. I'll try to explain in a simple way. A robust tech stack in last mile delivery means having a well integrated set of technology
Okay.
that works seamlessly together to enhance efficiency and customer satisfaction. So this includes an order management system, or alternatively a third-party transportation management system, or in-house order management, or custom-built transportation management system. So for managing order to cash flow. Additionally, the tech stack comprises route optimization software to save time and reduce cost, real-time tracking system for transparency, and I just mentioned inventory management system to ensure parts availability for appliance installation. And also, I was talking about customer communication tools to keep customer informed, like mobile apps for technicians. So there are different technology tools or systems which we are using to make sure from order to cash, the entire process flow should go in a very smooth and straight way. Uh, for that we are depending on so many other third party applications or custom built applications, and including AI for predictive analytics to optimize routes and improve forecasting, and reliable billing systems to ensure accurate financials. So essentially, it's about using the right mix of tools to ensure smooth and efficient and reliable deliveries.
Yep.
And
And get
coming,
sorry,
go on.
and getting them connected, right?
Yeah, yeah, that's very important. Like, because getting them connected and the response time is pretty important. Like, for example, today evening we delivered a product and we should not get a response to customer tomorrow morning, right? So it should be connected, and that's how we need to handle. And as you mentioned, it should be connected. So all these applications connected together and talking to each other is nothing but robust tech stack, Brian.
Yeah. Okay. Um, Unless you're Amazon, right, or
Mm-hmm.
maybe UPS, FedEx, for instance, doing last mile deliveries, most many of the providers in this space that handle last mile delivery, and especially those that handle big and bulky goods,
Mm-hmm.
um, tend to be independents or very small operations, right, that contract out. So their resources may not be there the same way that UPS, FedEx, Amazon have the resources to go out and develop technology. So I want to get a sense when we build these tech stacks, is there a preferred approach that companies should take? I mean, is building something in house the way to go? Are there typical third party applications or systems that they can go out and just bring in? What and when you go to make that decision whether to build it or buy it, what kind of things what do they need to consider in that process?
Yeah, this is again a great question, Brian, and I think this is a pretty important question, which we should know it. Like, for many smaller providers, buying technology from a third party is often the best option because it's faster
Yep.
and more affordable. Um, so these tools or systems, or I can say solutions, are already tested and come with support. That's a big plus, right? So, however, building technology in-house can be beneficial if provider, like final mile provider, needs something tailored specifically to their business or to a specific client or customers. So it allows for customization and better alignment with their unique needs. So, so in short, I don't want to be politically correct over here, but I'm just trying to make sure that the decision usually comes down to a few key factors like cost, time, and the expertise available. So I often find that a hybrid approach pretty much works well over here, using third party solution for common needs and developing a custom features in house. So this way we can get the advantages of both the methods, Brian.
Yeah. And I mean, in the end, right, whether you buy or build,
Mm-hmm.
the end result is it's about the customer, right?
That's
And
correct.
right, I mean that's the we're in this business, and providers are in the business to service the customer.
Mm-hmm.
So as you look at your technology, as a company looks at the technology they need to choose and what they need to do, how important is the role of the customer in this process? Is it something they need to consider, or is it just simply a matter of I just need to figure out how to get the product to the customer? Or is there, if customers have specific needs or specific products maybe that have specific unique needs, how do you bring the customer into that decision making process when you go to say what technology am I going to adopt and how do I approach it?
Absolutely, Brian. The customer is at the heart of everything we do. So when choosing the technology, we always consider how it will improve the customer experience.
Hmm.
We gather feedback from customers to understand their pain points and preferences. So here the customer means either the final mile providers, clients, or the end customer. So we try to understand from both the hats, and these feedback guides the tech decisions, ensuring that we choose solution that enhances convenience, transparency, and in short, overall satisfaction. I can say we prioritize technology that offer and bring better value to customers. Ultimately, any final mile provider goal is to make delivery process as smooth as hassle-free and possible for their customers, right? So yeah, we choose. As I mentioned, the customer is the heart of everything we do. Yep.
Yep. Um, you've been we got a couple questions left in the few minutes we have left. I want to get to,
Yeah.
but this one is because you've been doing this for a little while. Can you kind of highlight for our audience what some of the key factors that they should be looking at that would contribute to making a last mile delivery successful?
Sure. I'll try to keep it short. A successful last mile delivery hinges on a few key elements that together creates a seamless and satisfying experience for customers for sure. So it starts with real-time order entry into a system, smart route planning, and real-time traffic updates, as I just mentioned earlier in my in your last question, which I answered, to ensure packages arrive on time, embracing technologies like GPS tracking and delivery management system, which helps keep everyone in the loop. Here, flexibility is crucial, offering options like same day delivery and allowing customers to pick their delivery windows or next day delivery, where trained and friendly delivery professional make a big difference. That's a pretty important topic or important point. As does the because when we have a trained and friendly delivery personnel making a big, because they make a big difference, as does the ability to scale up during business times. Open communication with regular updates, addressing feedback promptly, and striving for sustainability with eco-friendly vehicles. So packaging also plays a very vital role. And also, I want to highlight a point over here is that right and healthy collaboration with local ISPs, drivers, carriers, and third-party logistics provider is really important. Ultimately, by analyzing these performance and the performance data and anticipating future trends, companies or any final mile provider can continuously refine their delivery process.
And I'll add one more, although you mentioned it, and it's from the GPS and the routing. Just an
Mm.
advice to people out there: if you're going to be making commercial deliveries, make sure you invest in a GPS or a routing system that does commercial routing. Because
Mm-hmm.
I live in Connecticut, and we have roads that are restricted because bridges are too low for trucks to go on, and
Mm-hmm.
every single day a truck is on one of those roads, and
Okay.
it can't go anywhere. And consumer grade GPS systems, a lot of companies will just buy those. It's like hand the guy a small little consumer grade product. They don't usually have restricted roads for commercial vehicles, and they don't
Mm-hmm.
take those into consideration. So as you invest in that stuff, make sure you're getting something that's commercial grade.
Yeah.
It costs you a little more, but believe me, if you don't want to get the bill when your truck hits a bridge.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great insight. Thanks. Yeah.
Yeah. Before we go, I want to give one last question to you because
Mm-hmm.
you mentioned this at the beginning that you have your own startup company, that you're
Mm-hmm.
doing some stuff, and you're in the process, from what I've learned, developing some new technologies in the
Yep.
space.
Yep.
One of which is getting close, or you're looking or applying for a patent or close to that, I think.
Yes.
Would you love to share? Would you like to share with our audience any insights on some of what you're working on outside of your day job there?
Yeah, of course, absolutely, Brian. So right now I'm excited about in fact, three innovative projects. So two are already, recently the patents are filed a couple of months back,
Hmm.
and one of the patent is just recently filed. So I'll try to explain in a very high level what is this patent is all about. So I've recently filed an research, and still I'm researching in my free time. That is, of course, after office hours. The first is a shared ordering platform. What is a shared order platform? Is like that lets business combine their purchase power for better deals and reduced shipping cost. So it's been designed for restaurants, small offices, or even small and medium enterprises, and I can say any small scale industries who are located in the same geographical location or cities where they can place a shared orders. So this helps them to get a better prices, just like a big companies do.
Hmm.
For example, restaurants can place order, and if a certain percentage of items match with other restaurant order on this platform, they have the feasibility to combine the orders and negotiate better prices with suppliers. Similar to how big players negotiate to the volume, this is basically for recurring orders. So this increase profitability and creates better negotiation power. As you mentioned that I was, as you just recently spoke about, like I was a part of Cloud Kitchen. That's correct. So this idea isn't entirely new, Brian. I have practically implemented it during my cloud kitchen tenure, and I found it really helpful. So I'm excited to see how this research idea develops and it companies like Instacart pick it up. And it would be really great if any local restaurants uh, get beneficial with this idea or patented thing. Of course, I'm not selling this patent. Sorry, it's a free of cost. Anyone can pick it up, and if they implement this patented technology, that would be really great, and it will be helpful for the restaurants as a shared platform. They can put the orders and they can get a negotiated price.
Yeah.
So apart from that, I'm also working on ensuring privacy in this product, like complaints and smooth process flows to make a great product. So this is especially beneficial for small and medium-sized businesses.
Yep.
And the second project which I'm working is it's again a pretty interesting one. It's a comprehensive SaaS platform for managing post-purchase services like last mile delivery and ongoing maintenance. So this patent is basically a platform uses advanced AI to automate work orders and optimize technician dispatch, making the entire process more efficient and customer friendly. So basically, it is designed like a one-stop solution for manufacturers, last mile vendors, and service and service provide technicians, managing the entire product life cycle from purchase to the end of the product lifespan in one platform. So this platform will serve like a single source of truth for manufacturers, regardless of which vendor we were involved in installations, repairs, or service work of that specific product. That's about the second project. And third project is still I'm researching. There's a lot more to research, and that is a freight distribution system combined with a proposed truck distribution system and other system. To explain simply, Brian, I can say that it is similar to a global distribution system product used by airlines. Like, for example, when you visit any third party website to book flights, that pulls capacity or reserve seats, and even you can book it, right? So all these being managed by by a system called as GDS. That GDS system, all the front end websites which we usually book, that that website will talk to this GDS system and pull the airline details to you. Similarly, for our supply chain thing, I'm working on a product or I'm researching on this one. This is FDS and TDS, which I just mentioned, freight distribution system and truck distribution system. This will be like a one-stop solution for booking road, rail, air, and ocean freight globally. So yeah, these are the research-based projects or patents that are designed and to streamline operations and leverage technology to solve real-time problems, Brian.
Yep. Uh, busy man. Busy man.
Yeah, of course,
uh,
this is after my office hours.
yeah. Srini, thank you so much for your time today and sharing some of your expertise. We are out of time. Want to give people out there, if they want to get in touch with you or learn more
Mhm.
about any of this or talk through these things, what's your preferred way? How would they
Oh
do
yeah,
that?
thank you, Brian. It was a pleasure sharing my insights today. If anyone would like to get in touch with me, the best way is via LinkedIn, or people can also reach out to me by my portfolio website Srini.today. And as I'm available on LinkedIn, people can simply search with my name Srinivas Chakravaram, and I'm just a click away to connect. And people can message me for any collaboration on supply chain, logistic, product research, and I'm looking forward to connecting.
Great, great. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. And
Thank
special thank you, obviously, to all of you out there listening today. We greatly appreciate it, and I know your time is valuable, and I appreciate you spending a little of it today with us. A new episode of Talking Supply Chain comes out each Thursday on scmr.com and on most podcast platforms, so be sure to subscribe wherever you get your podcasts so you never miss an episode. Till next time, this is Brian Straight, and you've been listening to Talking Supply Chain.
Talking Supply Chain is produced by Supply Chain Management Review and Peerless Media. You can find it on scmr.com, supplychain247.com, iTunes, Google Podcasts, or wherever you find your podcasts. For more information on this topic or to sign up for our weekly newsletter, a print or a digital subscription to our publication, visit scmr.com. We hope you will join us for our next episode. For Supply Chain Management Review, I'm Brian Straight, and thank you for listening.